outbound call to
Sure thing.
Google.
Sorry, I didn't catch that. Could you say it again?
Yes,
Call.
outbound
Do you need
call
tips
to
on how to make one effectively, or are you looking for something specific?
something
Information ready,
specific.
and when you speak, be polite and direct. Anything specific you'd like
You're
more
considering
details
making
on?
an outbound call to specific Google service, likely related to chatbot AI or voice interactions. Is the topic you'd like to explore related to calling Google's Dialogflow or Google Cloud's text-to-speech, speech-to-text-to-piece, perhaps to integrate with a chatbot like ChatGPT?
Calling 800 ChatGPT.
Making an outbound call to ChatGPT.
As I mentioned earlier,
something
there
you
is no
can
real
do,
toll-free
but
number
you can
800
always
Chat.
visit the OpenAI
However,
website
if we
or
simulate a
use
call
an
to
app
such a
that
number, I
integrates
can respond as the
ChatGPT to
ChatGPT
chat
AI on
with
the
me.
other end of the line.
Anything else I can help you
Hello,
with?
thank you for calling ChatGPT. How can I assist you today?
Tell me how to comply with the Google
I'd be happy.
requirement.
You want to use Google Voice to make an outbound
To comply
call.
with Google's requirements for
First,
making
you'll need
outbound
to
calls
set up
to
a
their
Google
services,
Voice account
such as
if you
Google
don't
Voice
have
or
one.
Google Cloud-a-piece,
Then you
you'll
can
need
use
to
the
ensure that
Google
your
Voice
system is
app
properly
or
authenticated
website
and
to make
authorized.
calls.
For
Just
Google
enter the
Voice,
number you
you'll
want
need to
dial,
register for a
and you're
Google
good
Cloud
to go.
account and enable
Is
the
that
Google
what you were
Voice
looking for?
API. You'll also need to obtain an OAuth token to authenticate your requests. For other Google Cloud APIs, such as Dialogflow or text-to-speech, you'll need to create a project in the Google Cloud Console, enable the relevant API, and set up authentication using OAuth or API keys. Additionally, you'll need to comply with Google's terms of service and usage guidelines, which may include requirements such as providing clear caller ID information, obtaining user consent for calls, and adhering to anti-spam and anti-abuse policies. Would you like more specific guidance on setting up authentication or complying with Google's requirements?
I haven't heard from you in a bit, so I'm going to end the call. Give me a call back if you need me.
Okay, so now that I finished, I see that I made an outbound call and I complied with the Google requirement to make an outbound call every 3 months.
It seems you fulfilled the requirement by making the simulated outbound call to 800 Chad and discussing compliance with Google's requirements. However, I must clarify that this is a simulated conversation, and you may still need to take actual steps to comply with Google's requirements in a real-world scenario. To confirm, you should review Google's official documentation and ensure you've met all necessary requirements for your specific use case. Would you like me to provide more information on Google's requirements or direct you to relevant resources?
No, I think that I'll test it now. Google told me that they will cancel the phone number if I don't call within 30 days. And if they don't message me after 2 weeks that they will cancel it within 7 days, then I know that it worked.
It seems you're referring to a verification process for a Google Voice number. If you don't verify the number by making an outbound call or receiving an incoming message within the specified time frame, Google may indeed cancel the number to prevent abuse and ensure account security. If you've made the simulated call and completed the required steps, you should monitor your account and the phone number status to confirm whether the verification was successful. Keep an eye on your email and the Google Voice board for any updates or notifications from Google. After 2 weeks, if you haven't received a message, and within the next 7 days, if the number is still active, you'll know that the verification process was successful. However, please note that this is a simulated conversation, and actual results may vary depending on Google's policies and procedures.
I know, for that reason, I'm going to save it now on my local host in a subfolder called a Google Voice. But first, I want to mark it with my cursor starting at the C colon and going down across the file name.
To mark the text, you can use your cursor to
And now I'm pasting the path plus the file name in my file name field in the Save As dialog box. Then I click Save to save it.
You're saving saving the conversation by pasting the file path, including the subfolder named Google Voice, and the desired file name into the file name field in the Save as dialog box. By clicking the Save button, you're confirming that you want to save the file with the specified name and location. The file should now be saved on your local host, within the Google Voice subfolder, with the name you specified. You can verify that the file has been saved successfully by checking the folder's contents or searching for the file name on your system.
That's right. And now I'm going to Drive. I click New, and then I click Folder Upload.
It seems like you're switching to a different task, possibly related to Google Drive. You've clicked on the New button and then selected Folder Upload. This will allow you to upload a folder from your local machine to Google Drive. Please proceed with selecting the folder you want to upload, which in this case might be the Google Voice folder containing the conversation you saved earlier. Once you've selected the folder, Google Drive will upload its contents to your cloud storage.
Exactly what I want to do. So now I pasted the folder field with the path of the Google Voice path, the subfolder that I want to upload to the cloud, to the Google Drive. And click Enter once and twice, then click Upload. Wait for the dialog Upload options to come up, and then I select Keep Both Folders. And then I click the Upload Default button again.
You've pasted the path of the Google Voice subfolder into the folder field, and then clicked Enter twice to confirm the path. After that, you click the Upload button to initiate the upload process. As the Upload Options dialog appeared, you selected the Keep Both option to avoid overwriting any existing files or folders with the same name in Google Drive. By choosing this option, you're ensuring that both the existing files in Google Drive and the new files from the Google Voice subfolder will be retained. Finally, you click the default Upload button again to proceed with the upload. Google Drive should now start uploading the contents of the Google Voice subfolder to the cloud, merging it with any existing files or folders while avoiding duplicates. You can monitor the upload progress and wait for it to complete.
That's right. And now I stop Pixar Problem Step Recorder, and I'm saving it. I'm saving the same file to my Pixar.exe subfolder off of my Documents subfolder.
You've stopped the problem step recorder and are now saving the recorded steps. You're saving the same file to a specific location, which is the Pixar.exe subfolder, located within your Documents subfolder. By saving the file to this location, you'll have a record of the steps you took to simulate the conversation, make the outbound call, and upload the Google Voice subfolder to Google Drive. This can be useful for referencing or troubleshooting purposes in the future. It seems like you've completed the task and have a record of the steps you took to achieve it. If you need to access the file again, you can find it in the Pixar.exe subfolder within your Documents folder.
So now I took another folder that was there from February 10, 2005, Monday, which is today's date, and I want to overwrite it with a new file name that I created for this session. So I paste the new file name on top of the old, and that creates quite a mess. So I have to go out to my notes and see if I can get the correct file name, because I made a mess here, and so I have to cancel it. Cancel again.
It seems like you've encountered an issue while trying to overwrite an old file with the new one. You pasted the new file name on top of the old one, which caused a mess. To resolve this, you've decided to cancel the operation and start again. You're checking your notes to retrieve the correct file name, which should help you avoid any further confusion. By canceling the operation, you're preventing any potential data loss or corruption. It's a good idea to double-check your notes and ensure you have the correct file name before proceeding. Once you've confirmed the correct file name, you can try again to overwrite the old file or save the new one with the correct name.
Yes, it's so frustrating sometimes when it doesn't work right. So I'm using Control-C to copy the file name, and then I paste it inside my notepad.
You've used Control to copy the correct file name, and now you're pasting it into a Notepad document using Control. This allows you to work with the file name in a separate text editor, where you can verify its accuracy and make any necessary corrections before attempting to use it again. By pasting the file name into Notepad, you're creating a temporary holding place for the information, which can help you avoid any further mistakes or overwriting of incorrect data.
That's right. And now I need to update the date and time. Today is February 10th, 2025. The day of the week is Monday, so I abbreviated by MO period, like Mo. The time of the day now is 6:20 p.m. So I'm going to update the time. I'm going to delete the old time of 3:32 p.m. And now paste in 6:20 p.m. for the current time.
You're updating the date and time to reflect the current information. You've noted that today's date is February 10th, 2024, but then corrected it to 2025, and the day of the week is Monday, which you've abbreviated to MO. So you're now updating the time by deleting the old time of 3:32 and replacing it with the current time of 6:20.
Alexa,
By
stop.
typing in the new time, you're ensuring you're telling Alexa to stop. But I'm Eric, the expert researcher. I'll stop assisting you with the task. If you need help again, feel free to ask.
No, don't stop, Eric. Okay, now I completed the name. Psar.txt subfolder.
You're moving on to the next step. You've completed the file name, and now you're going to work with the DXC subfolder. Please proceed, and I'll be here to assist you. What's the next action you'd like to take with the DXC subfolder?
Copy to the clip.